What's up, and welcome to another episode, Master Moats Film Session. And today, just going to highlight a couple of plays from Kenny's performance against the Browns that I thought really just showed off, why he's going to be the guy for us and why we should be optimistic and feel really good about that. So, hit that like button on the front end of this thing, and as we always do, just play it in full speed. After that, we're going to break it down. That's him at the quarterback position. And here we go. One of the things I was really impressed with when you're talking about Kenny this season and in particular this game, man, just his ability on the move, man. I thought that, when you talk about him in the boot game or play action pass game, I thought that he really did a good job of just growing with his decision making, growing with his understanding of what they were asking from him and when to be aggressive and when to just get rid of the ball. But as a whole, man, I definitely was liking what I was seeing from Kenny in this element of his game. And it should have been a big way in this Browns game. So obviously we're for the Steelers on offense, they are in 12 personnel. So in that 12 personnel, I'll get that back to the top for you real quick to just coach it up. All right, so it's 12 personnel because this is Gentry on the backside over here, and then this is Connor Hayward, I believe. 11 personnel. That is actually Boykin. On that one. So front side, you got Boykins, like Gunner, and then this is Deontay at your 3 spot. All right, and then we also got Najee in the dot back, and then for the Browns on defense, they're playing their base defense, and they're basically in this a regular cover 3 defense. All right, but the thing that we like about this design, number one, and the boot element or play action pass element off of this is by design, you're going to get a little extra help on the DN for protection, right? In terms of Miles Boykin crashing down on 69 Chase Winovich, to just ultimately not allow him to have a free read to come up here and essentially pull up this boot or naked action, right? But then on the front side of this thing, you have a tight end over there with Gentry to help Dan Moore because we know that this guy over here is Myles Garrett. It's one of the best pass rushers in the NFL right now, right? So, schematically, I like the fact that we're running it out of this formation with a condensed bunch formation to ultimately not allow this guy to have an easy rush and over here giving Dan Moore some help. That's the first part that I like. All right. From there, Kenny, just in terms of his mechanics, right? Good ball fake, showing it where he needs to, getting the head around quick, good depth, shoulders where they want to be. And now he's going to be coming downhill when he's making this throw. These are all the type of things that you want when you're talking about throwing on the run, the boot or play action pass game. Get that head around. You want to keep those shoulders facing the line of scrimmage. And you want to be coming downhill, throwing into it versus drifting back or potentially throwing off of your back foot. You're just not going to be as accurate. That ball will drift on you. But from here, what do we see, man? Kenny has 3 options here, right? You got Gunner as the deep option. Gentry is essentially going to be your intermediate option, and then Deontay, he is right here. He's going to be your short option, all right? Now, the only reason he's currently sitting the way that he is because this guy's playing that cover 3 and he's buzzing, so he's just trying to get underneath him. But it's a 3-level concept, right? Like we talk about it. 3 levels. Deep, intermediate, short, all right? So Kenny had options here, man. Kenny could look and say, do you want to be aggressive? You had Gunnar Olszewski here, but obviously you got your safety sitting on top of it and your corner right here. Both of these guys are in position to make a play on that ball. Talk about Deontay. Well, we said first off, his route kind of got a little muddied up because of this defender's drop, the curl flat defender, but it's also an underneath guy right here as well who just kind of pushed out there with it. But since this guy went with Deontay, that left a big void right there in the middle of the field for Zach Gentry. And good job by Kenny being patient, recognizing that, and delivering a nice catchable ball and allowing Zach to just get a big time pickup, man. But really good job right here by Kenny, going through his mechanics and then just understanding the concepts, what you're trying to get accomplished here. Like I said, for Deontay, this curl flat guy, he really just kind of messes up his route and the timing of it. But excellent job by Kenny being patient and waiting for Gentry. And then once he saw, deliver the throw that we needed to see. Just want to do that one more time real quick. But like I said, man, watching Kenny on the run, especially in this game, boots, play actions, the naked passes, stuff like that, just his decision making and his tempo. This is a guy that's in control. He's not playing too fast. He's not in a hurry. He's not being aggressive for the sake of being aggressive. He's taking what the defense is giving him, but at the same time making a really good decision. So that's why I had to start out with this play. But now let's talk about this next play. All right, so let's do it. Now, I got to talk about this throw because this is literally the most impressive throw that my man Kenny has made. Like, I love this throw. You got to make this throw. This is the NFL throw, baby. We know we always talk about, can you throw the deep out, on this hash? You're throwing it to the backside hash, deep 15-yard out. Can you throw that arm strength and all that? I get that. But can you make this throw right here versus cover 2? Run is 2 men. Can you put this ball where I need it? So let's play it in full speed. After that, we'll break it down. Kenny's the quarterback, so if I need to circle him, I will. But hopefully I don't need to circle that man. All right, y'all know who he is. But this is just beautiful, man. This throw that he delivers to Connor Hayward right here, man. Unreal. Unreal. Absolute rocket. Absolute dot. Absolute dime. Whatever you want to call it. You love to see it. So let's talk about it. Defensively for the Browns, man, they are playing 2-man. 2-man is simply, you got that going on up top. Your 2 half-field defenders. Everybody else, it's locked up. Mano y mano underneath. Okay. And I think it's one of these dudes in here that has my man Jaylen Warren. All right. So that's 2-man. It's a great call in terms of for defense because you're protected over top. So it allows your underneath defenders to be as aggressive as they would like to on the first move because they know they're protected essentially on the double move. Right. But this is also tougher for the offense because those guys have to be able to win a one-on-one, and you also have to be able to make a tight window throw because, as we talked about, you could be aggressive as heck on any underneath route because you got help over top. So it really is a challenging defense for offenses. That's why a lot of teams run this on possession downs. Now, for the Steelers on offense, man, they're technically in 12 personnel because of what? 2 tight ends, right? Talk about Connor. We talk about Zach. We got 1 running back, Jaylen Warren. So 12 personnel, but because of Connor and his athletic ability, we can split him out and give you the illusion of what? A little bit more of a passing formation. So it's 2 by 2, okay? Connor in the slot right here, but he knows he's one-on-one right here. And this is the matchup that we all want to see. So the thing that I like first off, man, from Connor is his release. Sets the guy down, wins right now, and is defined, okay? Protection, excellent. Shout out to the O-line, right? Kenny, he already knows where he wants to go. He's eyeing this front side. He could go backside over here where you have, I think this was Deontay over here. And then, or you could look front side. I believe this might be Pickens all the way over here. I could have those names flipped. But we know the safety is a little bit more at play just because of his body position right here, okay? It's a little bit tougher of an angle, okay? Whereas over here, you got a little bit more play room, right? Middle of the field is a little bit more open, all right? So with that being the case, Kenny knows where he has to go with this ball. Now, this is that's open. In fact, that's wide open. That's NFL open, baby. All right. So with that though, that is not an easy throw because you have to put air on this ball, but at the same time, remember Mr. Safety over here. You put too much air onto that ball, this safety is going to intercept that pass, or he's going to kill Connor Hayward out there. All right, not literally, but in a figurative sense, he's going to hit him really, really hard. If you throw it too shallow, it's going to hit this defender in the back of the helmet, or he's going to potentially turn around and make a play on the ball. So when you say this pass has to be perfect, this is what we're talking about. High points it, beautiful job by Connor. Slightly back shoulders it to control him and give him a little bit easier of a angle to go up and get it. The defender never has a chance to make a play on this ball, and he puts it in a position where the safety is not able to really be a factor. Like I said, man, this was a perfect pass. And then to see my man Connor go up there and get it, beautiful hands catch, survive the ground and all that good stuff. Excellent play. Excellent across the board, man. This play had me jumping out of my seat, man. Like I said, number 1, seeing Connor win one-on-one against this slot corner like this. Excellent job. And then number 2, this strike. Unreal. Unreal. That's big time football. That's big time quarterback play right there. But we got one more play we're going to talk about. But I love this throw. All right, now this last play I'm going to talk about with Kenny, just, is the touchdown pass that he threw to George Pickens. And, it's one of those plays where defense messed up. They blew the coverage. Hey, we don't ever apologize for that happening. But it is on Kenny and the offense to take advantage of it, right? And that's what he does right here, man. Excellent job by him. So I played in full speed, and after that, man, we'll talk about the details. But yeah, man, just like I said, man, this dude, he was on one. And like I said, for this to be the final game of the regular season for him, really impressed, man. Really impressed, man. I thought he put an exclamation point on his season, finishing it the way that he did. So, Stills offensively, 11 personnel. And that 11 is, you got your one tight end, Pat Freiermuth, and then that's Jalen Warren up at the top. Over here, you got Steven Sims. Obviously, this is Pickens, a.k.a. GP. And then you got Deontay down here at the bottom of the screen. So, for the Browns on defense, they're showing you a too high look. And they're playing cover 4. Cover 4 is this. He's deep 1/4. He's deep 1/4. He's deep 1/4. He is deep 1/4. Underneath defender, middle third defender, and then the other quarter flat defender, okay? So that's how it's supposed to look. All right. Problem is, they have some miscommunication. So this guy does not play it as cover 4. He plays it actually like it's cover 3, and he walks down into this area to play the weak hook, or excuse me, the weak hook. And that's not what you want to do right here, man. So by him doing that, as you see him playing it quarter flat, just kind of, widening with it. I feel like both of these guys are kind of making a mistake in terms of how they play it. Now, granted, we play it when we do our cover 4, that this guy has to run with that guy, right? Carry him up to 12 yards, and after that, you'll settle down. And then from there, that quarter flat defender, or excuse me, the safety, the deep 1/4 defender, would take him from there. So that's one where you could play it, or you could play it where it's a true zone in the sense that this guy kind of does what he does here, walls it off like how you're seeing on that side, but this guy has to remain up here. He does not. And by him doing that, that allows George running a skinny post to have just this free reign right here. But for Kenny, clean pocket, he identifies it. What? He sees this guy is out of position. Even if this guy is playing cover 4 the way that he thinks he's supposed to play cover 4, the fact that him and George Pickens are on the same plane with that much space, either way, that screams throw the ball there. And ultimately for Kenny, he doesn't even think twice about it. And this is on 3rd down, mind you, okay? Delivers a strike. Beautiful catch, beautiful throw, touchdown for the good guys. But once again, man, this is a part of his growth. It's one thing for the defense to make a mistake. It's another thing for the offense, in particular Kenny Pickett, to identify that mistake in a timely manner and be able to take advantage of it right here, right now. Did not have to hold this ball. He doesn't waste any time. This throw comes out on time. Excellent job across the board by Kenny, and obviously George Pickens with the finish. So like I said, man, I was really impressed with Kenny in terms of what he did this last game, and really what he did the whole second half of the season. I thought that he grew a lot down the stretch, and I'm just excited to see what else we get from him. But as we always do, man, you let me know your thoughts on Kenny's performance in this game, and ultimately what you thought of him from the season. And either way, I appreciate you for tuning in. But until next time, baby, peace.